सदाशिवसमारम्भा शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमा अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today's subject is spontaneous enlightenment. Let me enter into the sutra. 140th sutra of Patanjali Yoga Sutras, in the 3rd chapter, 34th verse. Pradibhatva sarvam. Swami Vivekananda translates this sutra as, by the power of Pradipa comes all knowledge. Swami Prabhavananda translates as, all these powers of knowledge may also come to one whose mind is spontaneously enlightened through purity. Swami Sachidananda translates as, or in the knowledge that dawns by spontaneous enlightenment through a life of purity, all the powers come by themselves. Bhagavan Osho translates as, through pratibha, intuition, knowledge of everything. In the sutra, the key word is pratibha. I think Patanjali is taking us to a peak. He is talking about every samyama. Suddenly he breaks the part and he says, I don't want to sell you guys any more retail products. Here I am giving wholesale, take it. He is just giving the whole thing. He is tired of being a retailer, giving one samyama every day and asking you to practice and achieve that power, telling you, all right, wear the Rudraksha on the forehead today and visualize the intense light beam. All right, wear one day in the hand and do this Kurmanadi meditation. Wear one day on the Swadhisthana and do the Chandra Samyama. He is tired now. He says, come on, it's time. I give you the whole. I think Patanjali was beautifully guiding the seekers, not just talking or teaching, taking. He was not just talking, he was taking. That is why I can see the very flow. He has spoken about every energy center. And finally he brought us to Sahasrara. Now he is opening the whole part. He is saying, come on, take it. First he spoke about the Surya Samyama, Muladhara, Chandra Samyama, Swadhisthana, and Nabhi Chakra, Manipuraga, then Anahata Chakra, friendliness, then Kurmanadi he spoke, then on Vishuddha Chakra he spoke. He gave all different samyamas. Then he taught about the Sahasrara Chakra Samyama to relate with the masters. Now he is giving the whole thing. By Pratibha, all this knowledge and powers come to you. What is the exact meaning of the word Pratibha? If I literally translate, mirroring. Let me exactly explain what Patanjali means by the word mirroring. First thing, understand there is no you in you. Whatever you understand or feel or experience as you in you is just somebody is mirroring, reflecting in you. Somebody's reflection in you, if it stays there for a long time, you assume and possess, feel it is you, and get caught with the identity that is you. Your mother is reflecting on you for a long time. Your father is reflecting on you for a long time. And too many things from the society is reflecting on you. Suddenly you feel chaos. So many things are reflecting on you. You also wanted to have something so that you can reflect on others' mirrors. So you look around and see, which one shall I choose? How should I mirror myself on others? Because seeing your reflection on other mirrors is a power. Same way, when others reflect themselves on your mirror, they overpower you. Because it is a power game, you wanted to mirror yourself in other mirrors. Then you look around and see how to mirror, how to project yourself in other mirrors. The long-term identities mirrored over you. Long-term pictures happened over your mirror. You see and collect all of them and create the identity. It is like a country where too much of metal was there. They made all their gods and deities, vessels, everything in metal. Countries where too much of stone was there, they made all their deities, buildings, vessels, furnitures, everything in stone. There are stone furnitures. Understand? Countries where too much of wood is available, they make all their deities, gods, houses, furnitures, everything in wood. Anyhow, whatever you have more, you create your identity out of it. Too much of your mother and father is reflected in you when you are a child. Then naturally you pick up those things and create identity. Realize all the sticks out of which the broomstick called you is made. Please understand, I am making a clear statement. I am comparing your identity equivalent to broomstick. Not even the broomstick which is being used to sweep or clean the floors. No. Broomstick which is usually used by village women to beat their husbands, to wake them up early morning out of the bed. I am equating your identity as equivalent to a broomstick. Each stick in the broomstick is borrowed from somebody. If there are 100 sticks, maybe some 25 is borrowed from your mother, 15 is from your father, some 10 are from your teachers, some 20 is from your friends, maybe some 10% is from your neighbors, 10 is from your relatives. You collect all these sticks and create a broom and tie it with a silk thread. The silk thread is your decision making capacity. Why I call that silk thread as a decision making capacity? Because you choose. Sometime, even if you have lived with your father and mother for 20 years from the young age, you may decide to choose only 5% from them. You may decide to choose from your friend 20%. But finally, all the 100 sticks are from somebody else. Pradipa means realizing. Realizing you are nothing but mirrored identities, reflected identities, collected and tied by your decision making power and imaginary identity. I can say imaginary image. Imaginary image. Pradipa means desired, God. From now, no more feeling me. I am just cheating myself with identity I have me. That is the original sin. Understand? That is the original sin. Yesterday I was talking to a devotee, I was explaining. The origin of our identity, the base, is a complete health and consciousness. But any identity we start adding on to it is an original sin. When Patanjali says Pradipa, I'll give you the exact technique, samyama, which need to be practiced. Understand? I do not have identity. If I was born and brought up among the Christians, I will feel I am a Christian. If I was born and brought up among Tamils, I will feel I am a Tamilian. If I was born and brought up among the Indians, I will feel Indian. If I am born and brought up among the Hindus, I feel I am a Hindu. It is the friendship, conscious decision, choice you make, makes who you are. If you are born and brought up among the criminals, you will be criminal. So first thing you need to understand is you do not have the solid identity as you believe. Decide from now, I will stay in my pure space of mirroring. I shout at people not because I am a person full of anger and vengeance. No. This is what mirrored in me. I love people not because I am a loving, caring, compassionate person. No. This is what mirrored in me. I am filled with joy, not because I am blissful person or anything. No, this is what has mirrored in me. I am filled with lust or love or anger or greed or fear or insecurity or anything, not because I am that kind of person. This is what has mirrored in me. Understand? The purest space in you, whatever you are mirroring is not you. So decide to move around in Pradipa. Visualize very clearly. You are carrying a beautiful, shining mirror in your heart where your identity is. And whatever you call as your identity is just the mirror of the chaos happening in front of you. Please understand. I can give you a clear technique. You can wear a round mirror as a jewel. Constantly feel whatever you feel as you is nothing but too many chaotic things mirroring on you. Stop trusting what you claim as you. It is nothing but chaotic reflection of the junk thrown at you. Second thing, for this process, you need to be in a community of seekers. Understand? The community of seekers plays a major role in doing this samyama. When I say community of seekers, coming in contact with seekers every day. The first priority will be living in the community of seekers. If not, at least coming in contact with a group of seekers every day. When you come in contact with group of mirrors which understand everybody is mirroring in everybody, suddenly the spontaneous enlightenment. Please understand. If you are alone carrying the mirror and hundreds of people are reflecting on you, you realizing it and becoming enlightened takes little time. On the way you may feel bored and throw the mirror out because everybody will be laughing at you. But if you are in a community where few hundreds are wearing the mirror, means all few hundreds are struggling for the truth which you are trying to achieve. Suddenly it creates a group energy, and every one of you know every other person's attitude, ideas and image you carry about them, everything is a lie. Celebration, everybody is a liar, is what we call Bhuta Sarira Vasa in Sannyas Vrata. In the Sannyas initiation, 3 days before the Sannyas initiation, there will be a ceremony where everybody realizes all identity everybody is carrying is a lie. I am a liar, you are a liar. You are a liar, I am a liar. And the idea that I am a liar is a one more lie, and the idea you are a liar is a one more lie. A liar carrying the idea of being a liar and projecting the idea of being a liar in another one liar, who is also carrying the same idea of he is a liar and projecting the idea that he is a liar on another one liar. When the whole realizes the liars being projected on liars as a lie, we realize that we are all living in Bhuta Sarira, means ghost kind of a body. Sannyas initiation is a very beautiful ceremony. This is exactly done. The sannyas ceremony, they all sit and laugh. Oh God, you are afraid of identity which is a lie, or you are afraid of, you are greedy of identity which is a lie. You see, you wanted to spend some time, you always wanted to spend time with some people whom you like, but you are liking them not because what they are, you are liking them what they project as themselves. So a lie is liking a lie. And same way, if you are afraid of somebody, a lie is afraid of lie. Same way, if a lie is insecure about another one lie, a lie is insecure of another one lie. Liberation, oh God. What is going on? This can happen only in the community of seekers. Then celebration starts. Oh God. Only then you can declare Abhayam Sarvabhudebhyo. As I understand I am lie, I declare nobody need to be afraid of this lie. So when so many people declare Abhayam Sarvabhudebhyo, Abhayam Sarvabhudebhyo, Abhayam Sarvabhudebhyo, I give refuge to the whole world. I give refuge to the whole world. Nobody need to be afraid of me. Nobody need to be afraid of me. Nobody need to be afraid of me. There evolves heaven. What do you call the true sannyas? Or the life of satsanga. Satsanga means company of the truth. Company of truth means company of all the people who realized that they are lies. When you realize you are a lie, you become truth. When you realize you are a lie, you become truth. Understand? Company of truth, satsanga, happens in the realized souls who have experienced the lie is projected on lie, and lie is afraid of lie, and lie is greedy of lie. Lies are reflecting on lies. If you are afraid of somebody because he is angry, when you realize his anger itself is a lie and he himself cannot hold on to the anger for a long time, suddenly you are free. Oh God. Even if he wants, he can't hold on to that anger for a long time. It is a lie. When you are afraid of somebody's violence towards you, and suddenly you realize his violence can't stand, he himself can't hold on to it even if he wants, you are free. Same way, if you are greedy of spending time with somebody because he is loving, and suddenly you realize his love is not as you understand, it is a lie, he can't hold on to his love even if he wants, suddenly the greed will disappear. I tell you, living in a community where everybody understands everything is a lie is heaven. Jagat Mithya, the realization of Jagat Mithya happens only when you are in the community of the seekers. Brahma Satya, Jagat Mithya. Jagat is Mithya, illusion, delusion. When the realization of Jagat Mithya happens, you are in the company of Satya. Then a kind of a unique lifestyle evolves around you. You feel, oh God, come on, let us celebrate. That come on, let us celebrate is what I call Brahma Satya. This happens only in the community of seekers. See, suddenly today I am telling, yesterday I said, wear a Rudraksha band on your head. Today I am saying, wear a big mirror on your chest. If you are in the society and wearing these two and going around, some things even in our community we are not able to practice. See, the Samyama on living without food and water. I spoke about it. But we are not able to practice because it needs a very strong personal attention, where every day at least 3 times I need to meet the person and see the pulse, see the dosha, vada pitta kaba, and balance it. Balancing this pulse and vada pitta kaba can be done in a very simple technique. Nothing actually, if you just with a lot of speed move your hands left and right, immediately your dosha will change for next 3 hours. Just move your hand 21 times intensely, your dosha will change. But I need to personally supervise and see the dosha and give these simple techniques and alter. We are not able to practice that. But I have decided, once things settle a little bit, once I am free from these legal harassments, I'll spend some 6 months with a group of seekers, 120 people. Usually there will be 20% dropout. So if I pick up some 125 people, we can make easily 100 successful, making them live without food or water, just with teaspoon of ghee and sugar. And maybe even that will not be required. I can say this all will prove the power of yoga. Anyhow, we will do it. But these things, having a mirror and Rudraksha headband, this all we will be able to practice. This is not a problem. And you don't need to be attended by me every day. No. Because these are all more based on the inner space. Not directly working on Hatha Yoga, body. Only when it comes to body, I need to continuously monitor you, take care of you, supervise you. If it is just inner space based, once in a day if I see, or once in a week if I see also, okay, that's enough. Nothing wrong. But for these things, you need a community. Have a big mirror covering your whole chest and visualize clearly you are that mirror. So anything you have, idea you have about you being a male, female, tall, dark, handsome, beautiful, or ugly, black, or white, or Indian, Muslim, Christian, Hindu, Tamilian, identity, any identity you carry is just a reflection on you. It is just reflection on you. Go around and live in Pratibha. Understand, living in Pratibha awakens not only spontaneous enlightenment in you, so many extraordinary powers. If you are not levitating, live in Pratibha for 11 days. I promise you will start levitating. It's a powerful process. Pratibha is. Only thing, you need to be inside a community, means spiritual community, seekers community. Otherwise you will be mocked, made fun, teased by people. You will lose respect on yourself and others. If you are in a seekers community, just live around, nothing wrong. Have a mirror, go around constantly feeling, then naturally, automatically you will lose respect for all your responses. You showing love, you showing anger, you showing fear, you showing insecurity, or others showing on you. Whole thing you just know is just lie mirroring on lies.